Met het oog op verduurzaming besloten wij een paar maanden geleden onze restante rit screendoeken te doneren. Dit tweede leven vonden onze producten in de Design Academy in Eindhoven. Vandaag spreken we af met Amy Lewis, een internationale studente aan de Design Academy, want zij heeft wel iets heel bijzonders gemaakt.
So I'm Amy Lewis, born and bred in London, and I moved to Eindhoven to study at Design Academy Eindhoven. The Design Academy is a 4-year bachelor course. So this piece is titled The Samurai Spirit, and it was born from my fascination of the Japanese samurai armor and the way in which the craftsmen created them with small lamellar pieces that are braided together to create the construction. And through my research, I learned the different techniques the craftsmen used. So they repurposed materials to create these armors. And I was also really fascinated by the evolving purpose of the armor itself. First purpose was to provide protection during combat. And then it evolved over time when the war ended. The samurai still commissioned these armors to be made to show societal wealth. And I really wanted to see how the Japanese armor could be evolved to suit our contemporary modern day context, and what could it protect us from today. During my graduation semester, I noticed there was a huge quantity of textiles that was donated by Verano, and it totaled 144 rolls, and I couldn't help but see the opportunity in using this material, like the way the craftsmen created and repurposed metals during war times. For me, as a designer, my main aim is to create experiences, tiny moments of joy, within our daily lives that can enhance just mundane experiences. And a really simple action of just looking through the window in your home or in public spaces, I think that's a huge moment of interaction between interior and exterior. And when I studied the way the samurai live, their windows aren't just for creating light within the home or for ventilation. It's actually just used for to create a picture frame that really enhances the landscape that you see through the window. And I thought with the materials that Verano offered and the material qualities that the material has, for example, the UV ray cutting and the way in which the color stays for a very long time, even with direct sunlight. And possibly in the future, with global warming, I think it's really important to see how you dress your window can really impact the way you live. We're so used to having certain actions, like the first thing you wake up in the morning, you draw the curtains open. And I think by creating different interventions in those normal daily actions, and by creating something that offers just a refreshing change of the usual landscape outside, I hope creates a small amount of joy to everyone's mornings and evenings. And it's interesting because this design looks so different at different times of the day. So when it's backlit in the morning, you don't really see the colors that you see right now. But during the evening, when the lights are lit inside the room, you see the colors and the textures. And I like the idea that you have this kind of difference between night and day. So I thought it was important to consider this as two streams. The one that you see behind me is for a custom window dimension. So what's important here is the void in the middle that offers the picture frame that's unique to the way the samurai view the world. And another series of designs that are suited for a multitude of different sizes, because the pattern itself is repeatable, so therefore it can be fitted to all sorts of different sizes. I looked at the way the samurai dressed also when they're at home, and they're actually quite flamboyant in their attire, and they use a lot of like a checked pattern around the waistband area. So that's somewhat like reflected in the design, where there's the weaving of the vertical and the horizontal stripes of the color. And by creating like a mix and match of different colors, it kind of makes sense when using discontinued materials where you don't have like a vast amount of the same color to make many reproductions of the same. It allows different opportunities for those colors to be combined differently. Also the braids bring like a tactile element to it, as well as the construction. So I think the designs kind of allow for that flexibility. Yeah, seeing a discontinued material as a valuable resource rather than like a drain on the company itself. There's actually much value in these discontinued materials. Instead of seeing that as something that's a struggle to work with, you know, the fact that you don't have a consistent supply of the same color and the same product, I see it as an opportunity to create diversity and differences between designs. So there's like an endless amount of new opportunities. Yeah, I would love to make more of them because I think just by creating a different shape to look through and to frame the landscape outside. Yeah, so I would love to continue making them for different public homes and also public and private spaces. Next would be to showcase my graduation projects at Dutch Design Week. And then who knows what might happen, but I'm excited to keep working within this field.